Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Who do you go to when you need something? Who do you go to? Bang! Okay, think to yourself, what do you want the most right now? What do you want the most? And it could be anything. It could be big things from Jannah, Firdaus. It could be little things like a new phone or a new pair of shoes. Think about what you want to do to get there. What do you want to do to get what you want? In this life, what we tend to do is look at the means of getting things. We think, okay, we want a nice job, we have to work hard at school. We want a nice wife, we have to look good ourselves and act good ourselves. What we need to understand is that Allah is the nourisher, the provider, the sustainer of everything in existence. So instead of going through other people to get your things, to get that nice car, to get that nice phone, to get a nice wife, to get a nice house, ask Allah, because Allah will provide for you no matter what. The key to success, the key to getting whatever you desire is dua and patience. And in general, that is all considered as part of tawakkul. Tawakkul in a nutshell is putting your complete and 100% trust in Allah. And this is the key point that we need to get in our heads right now. We need to understand that Allah is the Almighty, the All-Giving. Anything that goes is because of Allah. The fact that I'm here talking to you and moving my hands like this means that Allah wills it to happen. You understand? Little things, the tiniest things, this speck of dust that's floating right now, that is because of Allah. So don't be scared to ask the Almighty. And you're thinking, well, there's so many people in the world, why will God answer me? God knows every little thing you're doing. God knows everything. Allah knows everything. And Allah can see what's in your heart right now. So ask Allah everything you desire. Now at first, you know, it might feel strange and it might feel difficult. But wallahi, listen, in prayer, that is one-to-one communication with Allah. Allah can hear you, Allah can see you, Allah knows what's in your heart. Ask Him for whatever you desire. There's a few ways your dua can be answered. The first one, Allah can give you what you want, exactly how you asked for it. The second, Allah can give you what you want, but not now, maybe later on, because Allah is the all-knowing, and you don't know. And the last is Allah may not give it to you because He might give you something better. If it's not better in this life, He'll give you something better in Jannah, inshallah. And in Jannah, when you see the dua that wasn't answered for you in this life, you'll think, rah, thank God I didn't get it in this life and I got it in Jannah. This is what you're going to be thinking. So don't lose hope, because whatever you ask for, Allah will give it to you in one way or another. And this is the beauty of Islam. This is the beauty of Allah. Allah will always provide. So have trust in Allah, have tawakkul in Allah. Now you have to measure how much you want something and how much you're willing to put in to get out. Do you understand? Now of course we have to do the things ourselves. Allah has given us hands, Allah has given us feet, Allah has given us a body to carry out actions to attain what we want. For example, we will go to school every day, we will go to uni every day, we will go to work every day to get what we need, to get some material possessions and this and that. But when it comes to spiritual things, when it comes to trying to attain Jannah, we have to ask for Allah. And as well as that, when we're trying to do and get material things, we have to ask Allah as well, because Allah will only provide for us. There is no one else. You have to understand, if the whole world came to attack you, they wouldn't be able to do it unless Allah let them. And if the whole world came to give you good, they wouldn't be able to do it unless Allah let them. Whatever happens, the smallest pin dropping happens because of Allah. Every single leaf that drops happens because of Allah. So you need to understand that everything that happens is Allah's will. Before the whole universe was created, before all of creation, Allah wrote down everything that was going to happen. So at the end of the day, Allah knows exactly what's going to happen. Allah knows exactly what's going to happen, and you have already got what's written to you. What's written to you is coming. It's in the future. You don't know what's coming. But whatever's going to happen is going to happen, and you can't change that. But what you can do is trust in Allah, because Allah will always provide for you with a clear heart, clean intentions, sincerity. Allah will provide for you. Why wouldn't He? You're doing your best. Allah is the most gentle and the most kind, and He will always supply for you. Here's a tip. You want something really bad. Assess how much you want it. You want it so bad. You want it really bad. You want it more than anything right now. Get up for night prayer. I'll tell you this now. You have to get up for night prayer when everyone else is sleeping. You need to get up. You need to pray your salah. You need to say the surahs that you know and make the du'as that you need. Get up and make those du'as in the middle of the night. Allah comes down in the last third of the night and He asks, who are the slaves that are asking of me? I shall provide for them. This is Allah. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. This just goes to show, it's a test on how badly you want something. Because at the end of the day, life is a test. And at the end of the day, you need to prove yourself. I mean, there's people that say, oh, I really want a nice car, I really want a nice house. But what do? They're just chilling at yard. They're not even getting a job, they're not even getting anything. You have to make the effort as well. You can't just sit back and expect Allah to provide for you when Allah has already given you a healthy body and you're not using it. You need to make the most of what Allah is giving you right now and leave the rest to Allah. In the Quran, Allah says, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem, Inna Allahu yuhibbul mutawakkilin. Indeed, Allah loves those who seek tawakkul, who seek reliance upon Him. Let's go back in time to the story of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Ibrahim alayhi salam had a lot against him. Imagine, the man was a little boy, yeah? And he had the whole village, the whole town, wherever he was living, they were all against him for what he'd done to the idols that they were worshipping. So what did they do? To punish him, what did they do? They got everybody to get firewood. Imagine everyone in the town. Imagine everyone in the town getting firewood. And they made a huge bonfire. Huge, massive thing. You know how hot it was? Imagine you get a bit of heat and you have to step back. This fire was so hot that they were like, bro, we can't even get close enough to throw Ibrahim in it. This is how hot it was. So they made a catapult. Imagine a huge catapult, the size of a man, you know, to put a man in it. And they put Ibrahim in this catapult. And they said, you know what, we're going to launch him into this fire. We're going to launch him into this nar in Arabic. We're going to launch him into this nar. And Ibrahim alayhi salam, what did he do? And no one to help him but Allah. And of course, Ibrahim being the prophet at an early age, he knew Allah is the one and only provider. So he asked Allah. So the angel Gabriel came down to Ibrahim alayhi salam. And what did Ibrahim alayhi salam say? He was like, I don't want you. No offense, literally, no offense, I don't want you, but I want Allah. I want to go straight to Allah. I want Allah to provide for me straight. No middleman. So what did Allah do? Allah told the fire. Allah told the fire to be cool. Allah told the fire to be cool. Ibrahim alayhi salam had his 100% trust. Imagine you're in a catapult. The whole town is trying to kill you. The fire is over there and you're going to get launched into it. You've got nothing left. Of course, you've got Allah. Allah is everything. Allah told the fire to be cool. Ibrahim flew into the fire. Ibrahim landed in the fire. And wallahi, he was chilling. He didn't feel anything. The fire was relaxed. And Ibrahim, when he got older, he was asked, what was your best time of your life? Ibrahim alayhi salam replied, the time I was in the fire. The time I was in the fire. Imagine that. Imagine that. That man was shocked. That man didn't know what was happening. Because Allah can do anything. Innahu ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allah is capable of all things. So don't worry. Why are you worrying when Allah is here listening to you? Why are you worried about not getting that thing that you want? Not getting that job that you want? Or not getting to Jannah even? Don't worry, just trust Allah and do what you have to do. Allah has provided you with everything you need. Ears, nose, mouth, everything. Hands. Use them. And then, when you've exhausted all the means, you put your trust in Allah. Now you have the choice to make decisions freely. You have the choice to make everything you do freely because Allah has given you free choice. Allah says in the Quran, فَإِذَا عَزَمْتَ فَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ. And if you have made your decision, put your trust in Allah. Because at the end of the day, you need to make your decisions with the best intentions. You need to make your decisions cleanly. You need to make the decisions educated decisions. You need to make sure that whatever you're deciding is good for you and is halal. Finally, what I'd like to say is you have to remember one thing. If you're stressed, if you're depressed, remember Allah. If you're stressed and depressed, remember Allah. And over everything, remember your destiny. Remember that you're going to meet Allah one day. Remember you're going to go to Jannah one day, inshallah. So this world is nothing. This world is like, do you know what I mean? Assalamu alaikum.